I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. Today we're going to be shooting something that I've never fired yet. This is a Smith & Wesson SD9 VE. That stands for Self-Defense 9mm Value Enhanced. What the Value Enhanced is, I'm not too sure. I've heard that it is a very nice shooting piece. It's got very easy in and out loading as far as the magazines go. There is no safety. This has got a self-defense trigger, which is quite different. Actually, I've pulled it, I've dry fired it, there's nothing in it right now. You can fire around without having the magazine, and you may hear the click, you may not. It's kind of like a BB gun click. I've got a couple of them loaded, they're ready to go, and they say that it'll shoot anything that you feed it. Well, that we're going to find out, because what I'm using is Wolf. They said just buy the cheapest stuff. Well, this Wolf has got steel casings. I'm not a big fan of that, but I thought it's supposed to do anything, we're going to try it. And I've got 15 rounds loaded in each one. They will load 16, but I'll tell you right now, that 16th round is a real pressure goer. You got to have a loader almost to do that. But we're going to try them, and what I'm going to do is fire about 5 rounds from the 5, 7, and 10 yard line that I have, and then we're going to fire some long distance stuff at a dual targets. It's got a self-healing center to it and also metal on the outside. So that's what we're going to be doing, and you know, we might as well go ahead and shoot. It's, well, one thing too that they call this, at least I've had guys call it, is a poor man's Glock. That, I don't know, maybe it is. I bought this one. This is not a T&E type thing or promotional unit. This is one that I purchased. So I'm going the same way with the Wolf ammo. I purchased everything myself, and it does have a rail, by the way, right here, so you can mount something on it, which is nice. It's got an easy slide, and we're just going to see what happens. And like I said, I'm going to fire the first rounds. I've never fired her yet, and we're going to take the first shots right up here at a pistol target, and we'll go from there. Well, that was the first 15 rounds that were fired out of this thing by me. I'm not crazy about the fact that it shot that low, but I fired at all 3 lines. Like I said, I fired at the 5, 7, and 10 yard mark, and I did get some up in here, a few there, but that's not a great percentage. I was able to hit the paper most of the time, which means I'd have probably qualified, but again, shooting a little bit low. I'm not really crazy with that. Going to see what happens on this longer distance to shoot at that, and that's going to be interesting. I'm just wondering if we'll hit it or not. So we're going to do that next. So, well, like I said, without any further ado, let's go shoot some longer range. Well, I've got 15 rounds to do this with. Let's see what happens with it. You can see the target, the dual, I think they call it a biofusion, which the center section, the orange that you see there, that is a self-healing section, and the other's metal, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. to let it stop swinging. And I guess that was the last round. I really thought there was another one there. Didn't lock open. It's supposed to lock open on a final round. Didn't do it that time. So it didn't hit it as many times as I wished. We're going to take a look at it, and I'm going to go up there and get it, and then we're going to come back here. Well, looking at it, I was hitting what I was kind of aiming at. I was aiming at this, of course, but I decided to start focusing in on the center, and evidently I was hitting it because it's hitting over here, which you could probably see better than I could because you had the close-up shot of it, and I did do some hitting down here without a doubt, and rocked that a little bit. So I was hitting it from that range, and I was shooting, let's see, I gotta look, I was shooting about 20 yards at this with it. So I guess that really wasn't too bad to hit that section, because even that would have been a qualification in that area, and I definitely hit it. I didn't, that I can see, I didn't really hit the self-healed center that I wanted to. I was hitting the metal out here and down here. So I'll take a little bit more practice. But like I said, that's the first 30 rounds fired out of this. It's set up for self-defense. I was also using my distance glasses, and I should have been using closer glasses so I could see the actual sights. And while we're at it, talking about the sights, there you go. See, they're white dot. They're a white dot sight. And this has got a teardown over here, quick teardown. That's that little slide right here. It's on both sides. You take it, you slide it down, you slide your, I'm not going to tear it down out here. You take your spring and the whole thing. We may do another video on that. But and this is the lock back right there, right on that side. That's your lock back. These are extremely lightweight. Makes it kind of nice, really. But as I said, when you're loading them, boy, you get down to that 15th round, and if you're just loading them by hand like I do, you're really pushing. You get to the 16th, I gave up. But this will load whatever you want in here, plus one in the chamber. And again, there is no safety other than this trigger. It's a long, long trigger pull. Here, you can see it. I'll do it right here. There it is, clear back there. But it's good, crisp, easy trigger pull. So that's not too bad. But it just seems like it's shooting, I don't know, a little low to me. You got to bring it up a little bit higher. But another thing, I'm not on a level surface here. As you can well see, it's way up there. That's where the long distance target is. And I was shooting from behind the camera, so you can tell by this how far I was shooting up to there. And the same thing when we were over here. That was, of course, again, that was 5, 7, and 10 yards that I shot from over here. As far as overall rating for a good, cheap 9mm, because as I said, I got this on sale for $256 from a company it's called Sportsman's Guide. And when I seen it like that, and I had people asking me about it, and I thought, okay, this is the time to get one, see how it works. I'm a 22 guy, as everybody knows, shooting Plink. I'm not shooting defend necessarily, but wanted to know about it, and probably going to be going back to 22s. In fact, I got some different ones coming, also some air guns that you're going to be wanting to take a look at. Oh, and while we're looking at, I'm looking at this thing right here. Right here, this little hole. I don't know if you can see it right there. That's a load indicator. If you have a round in there, you're supposed to be able to look in that hole and see the back of that round. I'll guarantee you, if you have one of these steel casings, I don't care if it's wood or whatever, you're not going to see it. Or at least, I mean, you're really going to have to do, I got it or not, I don't know. Easiest way, just like that. Is there something in there? Make sure your chamber's cleared and you're ready to go. I'm going to shoot it some more, without a doubt. Not today necessarily. but I will be shooting it, and I'll probably hang on to this one. It's not too bad of a gun, really. It's pretty doggone good when you figure $256 for a 9mm. It's got pretty doggone good balance. It is polymer. All this, as you can tell, is a polymer. This is all metal up here. Barrel's metal, of course. So that's not bad, and the sights really aren't all that bad either. But again, it just seems to be shooting a little low, but again, that could be me, that could be the fact of the way I'm shooting and what have you. I know that I've had to compensate before because I don't have any flat ground here. This is all hills. So, you know, the only way I'm going to shoot flats right there, and that's going to be so doggone short of, if I can't hit the bullseye there every time, I'm hurting. Anyway, so rating wise, I'll give it a 4. I hate giving anything 5s, as everybody knows. So let's just go with a 4 rating with this, because of the fact that it does have this, I don't know, it's just, to me, it just seems a little cheaper in here. The trigger, I don't mind it. I've had a lot of guys complain about the trigger, and I don't really mind that because of the way it does pull. It doesn't pull you off to the side. You're going right on. And as far as the adjustment, I do wish there was some adjustment back here, which there isn't. So, like I said again, I'll give that a 4. That's a Smith & Wesson SD VE, and SD9 VE that is, because it's 9mm, and evidently it will eat about anything you throw at it, because every round that it fired was some of that woof, that cheaper woof with the steel casings, and she went right through it. The only problem we had was that final round, when you see it hit up there, this did not throw it back and lock like it's supposed to. The ones before that, it did. I don't know why, but it didn't. So we're gonna go with it like that. If you're going to get one, yeah, I would say not bad. $256. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.